What up guys, James here from Cigar Reviews, and today we are having our first entrepreneur on Cigars and Entrepreneurs. Cigars and Entrepreneurs, is that what I'll call it? Anyway, this is my friend Nate. He's got an awesome company, and join us for our conversation. So Nate has an awesome company. He actually had a bunch of cool talking points, and so we're just gonna kind of just talk like normal people, and you guys are a part of the conversation, so definitely leave some comments below. First, explain your company to us.
Yeah, so we're a web design, development, and internet marketing company. We try to, be as much of a one-stop shop as possible for our clients, so that we can, because there's when you put up a website, you're not just building a website and it looks pretty. There's a lot of really important components that go into that, like obviously every design and branding, brand identity, but you also have, the development, which is, in today's standards, you need a responsive website. There's so many different devices. You've got, how many different sizes of iPads, iPhones, Android devices, and you need your website to look good in all of those, and it's got to be tested on all of them, because
right.
the ones that you miss are the ones that will probably look funky on, and you don't want that for your visitors. So the quality of the actual HTML markup, and all that is vital, and the speed at which the website loads. And there's a lot of components that go into that in terms of just making sure your images are optimized, things like that. So, but there's also the aspect of getting found, which is search engine optimization, both on-page search engine optimization and off-page search engine optimization, and both of those have to be taken care of. And there's a lot of things that go into that. I mean, just I could go into detail all day with the small stuff, but unless I'm sharing my computer screen with you, it'd just be jargon. So
right. You're dumbing it down for us right now. No. That's what I need. That's what I need.
Yeah, you have to take care of that stuff. Otherwise, you're going to launch a site and it's just going to go to the search engine abyss and to never
no one
be
will
found.
ever. Yeah. And then it's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Forgot our cigars here. So I have a La Aroma de Cuba. I've had this for a long time. And
what's this one?
I recommended this one to Nate. This is a La Plasencia. I think that's a Reserva, which is like an organic cigar. I think it's one of the only like fully organic. For someone who doesn't smoke a lot of cigars, I think that's a great cigar.
We'll find out.
We'll find out, yeah.
Yeah, I don't smoke too much, but occasionally I enjoy a cigar.
Oh, here.
But yeah, there's nothing worse than getting one that's a little too strong and knocks on your butt, man.
Yeah, I was just telling Nate, I said, you get like this nicotine nausea, and all you need is like a tablespoon of sugar, and it almost goes away instantly. And so I think that's the trick, is like some like soda or what, just something sugary.
I don't think we brought anything sugary.
Well, some of this is sugary.
We got some, yeah.
Have you seen one of these before? These giant ones?
No, that thing's massive.
You could solder with this thing, dude.
Yeah.
You can be honest with it. Like, if you don't like it, I'm not offended. So.
Am I evenly lit?
Yeah, it looks great. That's better than most people. Seriously,
some skills.
Some skills, bro. I don't know. I kind of just want to go right into it. This question right here: entrepreneurship. Are you born or are you bred? So is it something that you just you are an entrepreneur, or do you become an entrepreneur?
It's a topic that's debated a lot. I don't think it's genetic. I think it's about being exposed to new personal philosophies and adopting them as your own. Is what you really don't. If you don't expose yourself to any new personal philosophies, how can you change or adapt or adopt anything? So I think getting into personal development with speakers like Jim Rohn and things like that can help you drastically change your point of view on because a lot of people get a lot of cynicism just about the world in general, but you can't like Jim Rohn says, you can't blame all you've got, otherwise you're not going to get anywhere. You've got to try.
Is he your favorite?
Jim Rohn. Well, Jim Rohn.
Is he a motivational speaker, or is he
a business philosopher / motivational speaker, I guess? But he's dead now. But
I didn't even know that.
But he's got quite a few books. One of his first books I read was 7 Strategies to Wealth and Happiness, which was.
I've heard of that one.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a really good one.
We were talking earlier about like if you're born or if you're bred into it, and I come from a family of entrepreneurs, and I would consider myself an entrepreneur with YouTube, but I think it's more about passion philosophy or passion. I think if you are passionate, you're gonna do it, and all it takes is time. How are you gonna stick with it? Because eventually you're gonna make money doing what you love if you stick to it. I don't know. I think it's just all about passion and time. Like if there was two variables, eventually you're gonna be good at it, and hopefully eventually you'll make money doing it because you're good at it.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
So I've been for instance, I've been doing this for like eight years. I suck. I still suck at it. I'm not good at this at all, but I'm kind of successful at it. And it's honestly just because I've been doing it so long, I've learned all the things not to do so that I can know what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, it's like I feel like I see it in my mom or something like that, and then I just kind of do it for 10 years, then you get good at it. So I don't really know. I guess maybe it's a little bit of both, I guess.
Yeah. I think things can change too when you jump in. Like if let's say you had you wanted to make this your full-time income, right? I find it helpful really to put your back up against the wall, because that's when you're really going to fight, and that's when you're going to find out what you're made of.
So you need to be a fighter.
Yeah, for sure.
Bottom line, I think you need to be a fighter. You need to wake up going, I need to kick today's ass. And if you don't have that fighting survival instinct, then you're probably just gonna slowly die, maybe, or.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, if you're not paying attention to what you're doing, you can definitely run out of money real quick, for sure. I mean, you have to, and that was one thing I kind of put on there, and in order, I think number one is getting your mindset right.
Yeah. And personal development.
Yeah. Get your mindset right, and also get your money right, because if you can't maintain your own personal budget, how can you maintain cash flow in a business?
Learning new skills, like the ability to be flexible, the ability to I just got this new computer I was telling you about, and now I have to learn all about the new software, the new Final Cut Pro, and I've been doing it the other way with my phone for 8 years. So now I have to be flexible and learn all these new things. I was talking to him about codecs and all these different types of filming styles. And you say health and nutrition. Talk about that.
In this past year, so officially this month, I've been in business for a year, solely paying my bills with the income that I generate. So it's been officially a year. And
dude, a whole year? That's that's probably your hardest year, maybe.
It was tough. It's been a tough one. And so getting back to health and nutrition I've had to pull more 24-hour days than I can count.
Really?
Yeah, I've had to. There's just been
24-hour, just nonstop.
Nonstop, sit in front of my computer for 24 hours.
Do you hear that?
Forget to eat,
Forget
to drink water.
Burn yourself out.
3 pots of coffee.
Right. What do they say? It's better to work 80 hours for yourself than 40 for someone else, maybe. So I think that's a testament. You have to be kind of crazy sometimes. You have to be crazy. You have to really, do what others are not willing to do.
So yeah, health and nutrition, you've got to take care of yourself. Otherwise, you're gonna wreck your health, and you're not going to be able to, give 100%. You've got to be mentally sharp. You've got to have that vitality and energy to pull those days. Because if you're working out and you're eating well, you take care of yourself, a 24-hour day for me isn't that hard. I can do it. Not that I'm in great shape, but I work on it.
Yeah, well, everything's a work in progress. I ran 2 miles the other day. I almost died. 2 miles to some people is nothing to me. I'm but I know what you mean, life balance, work-life balance, and
that's a whole nother topic, man. Because I tell a girlfriend she can't. Shireen comes over on the weekends. I tell her I got to work during the week. You gotta shut yourself off from all the distractions and things like that. And it's important to have people that understand, or there to support you too.
I think one of my favorite guys, he's on YouTube, and people ask him about success a lot. His name is Casey Neistat, and he's honestly, surrounding yourself with the right people. And he's like, I don't even know how to get these people. I just know how to get rid of the bad ones. You know what I mean? I can kick you out very easy. But but finding good people to surround yourself with, that's hard. But you'll know when you find it, I feel like.
Yeah, either that or they're gonna mess some stuff up for you, and then
Yeah.
you've got a mess to clean up or fires to put out. for
Right,
sure.
right.
Yeah.
Do you have any employees?
Yeah, I work with, we all work remotely, but yeah, I have designers, developers, an accountant, you know, and we're all remote, and you know, that's one of those ones that it's a skill you gotta learn.
Networking.
I've learned, I've read recruiting books,
Mm-hmm.
you know, Audible recruiting books, and then also documenting the process. Like if you're gonna hire an accountant, then you need to know exactly what that accountant needs to do on a day-to-day basis, and possible pitfalls, but also document it. So you gotta learn it. You have to kind of, you know, master it as much as you can, and then document it, turn it over to them, set the expectations, and check on their work. You kind of got to micromanage for the first, I don't know, for me, and maybe it's a bad habit, but I feel like I have to micromanage for the first 2 months at least. I've had scenarios where things go, you know, they go bad, you know. So you hire the wrong developer and you don't check on their work, and they're putting out, you know, some terrible quality of code, and it's creating all kinds of other issues. And you know, especially with you know, technology, you know, you've got to have every detail in order. I mean, we have task lists that are 100 tasks deep just to launch a website.
All right, Nate, so what is the worst part about being an entrepreneur?
Well, I mean, you're the captain of the ship, so you know, you got to take responsibility for everything. If things really hit the fan, you know, it's all on you. That's, you know, it's 24-hour days I was talking about. Sometimes, you know, you just got to do them.
You just got to do it.
Just got to do it.
There's
man.
nobody to blame but you.
Yeah.
And then accepting that, oh man, that's hard. Accountability, creating a plan and sticking to it.
Yeah, so I use, you know, there's a lot of moving parts with the company and things that I have to check on. So I have daily checklists that actually, I use Trello. It's a really good free task management software. So you can make a checklist and you can have it repeat every day and email you every day, so that, you know, you get that checklist done. So as long as I know, and right now I have about 30 items in there, if I check those off daily, I know I'm okay. Projects are moving forward. Everything's getting done.
That's a good tip, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trello?
Trello, yeah, it's a great free project management tool. You can you know, you customize it to do whatever you want it to do, really.
I'm gonna have to try that out.
Yeah.
Reading and studying. How much time do you commit to reading and studying and all of that? Like not just within your field, but also within, you know, just general
personal development
Yeah.
type stuff. Yeah, I try for at least an hour a day.
An hour of day of reading?
An hour a day, because that's where, you know, a lot of personal development speakers, you hear them say you got to work on yourself as much as you work on your job or your business or whatever. So
Wow.
even, you know, Warren Buffett, you know, even talks about personal development a lot. And so you have to. That's where you're building your new skills. That's where whether it's industry related studying or just personal development, it's got to be done. Yeah, otherwise you're not really improving. You're
An
just
hour a day though? What?
Yeah.
I can't really read like an hour a month maybe.
Well, if you don't, I think what happens is you get stuck working in your business rather than on your business too.
Right.
Those are two completely different things. So, you know.
Wow, that's a good quote. Did you hear that? Say it again.
You got to work, you know, on your business as, you know, just as much as you're working in your business. Otherwise, you're just going to get stuck in that rut, and now you're paying yourself a salary to really just, you know, work. You know,
Exist. Yeah.
You have to. When I say work on your business, that's, you know, developing your customer relationship management, your systems and processes, your, you know, standard operating procedures and things like that. And those are what helps streamline, and not only that, recruiting too. You know, so you've got to find the right people for the, you know, the right positions. So Jim Collins talks about, you know, getting the right people on the bus, and then getting the right people in the right seats on the bus, and then, you know, putting the bus in the right direction too. So
Who's that? Jim who?
Jim Collins.
I've never even heard of Jim Collins.
I think it's Jim Collins. It's a book called Good to Great.
Good to Great?
Yeah, they interview CEOs of top companies like Gillette, and they talk to them about, you know, what, you know, some of the, you know, trials and tribulations, and what they feel makes them what they are, and things like that. Great book.
Like, how do people find you if they want to like get your services, or, you know, build a website or fix their site or secure their site? How can they get a hold of you?
Yeah, you can visit us at BlueSoftWebsites.com, or phone number 602-888-9218, and give you a free consultation. We can do a website analysis and figure out what we can do to help you out.